No one understands me. I mean, no, literally, like, I talk and I feel like nobody ever understands a word I'm saying. Hey guys, how goes it? It's Tuesday and it's time for yet another vlog by Dr. C for Prez. So the other day I was watching a friend of mine on YouTube. Her name's Emily Hornsby. I'll have a link for her channel in the description. And her latest video was sort of an introduction of herself to her audience. She was saying that she's going to start getting back on YouTube and she's going to start building her channel up again. And so she sort of reintroduced herself to her fans. And I'm like, okay, that's a pretty good idea. And then I got to thinking, I haven't introduced myself to the audience at all. Like, my first video was just me ranting about Newtwo. And I feel like the people watching me should get to know me a little better. So I'm going to do that for you guys today. I'm going to introduce myself to you, just share a little bit about my life, and guess we should get started. So let's start with the basics. As I told you guys in an earlier video, I was born in a part of New Orleans called Mid-City. And Mid-City, especially the area I lived in, was the kind of place where you just looked around, rolled up your windows, and locked the doors as you drove past, because it's just that kind of neighborhood. So yeah, I was born in that area on September 22nd, 1995. I'm 17 years old. I was born on the best day in the world. I can have my friend Olyncia Franklin attest to that because she was born on the exact same day. So, as most of you already know, my name is Darren Ruben Castillo. Now, all my life, people have been calling me Darren, but the thing is, I'm not really fond of my first name. It's just never stuck well with me. I feel like it's not Hispanic enough for me, you know? So, this summer I decided, you know what, I'm going to start going by my middle name. It's the beginning of a new life for me. I'm going to college. I might as well just, recreate myself. Not so much trying to be a different person, but just give myself a different, impression. And so I'm trying to start going by Ruben instead of Darren. Problem is, there are so many people who are so used to calling me Darren that they just can't grow out of it. I've been trying to work through this for months now, and my old friends, people who've known me for a year plus, they're like, no, you're Darren. I've been trying to go by Ruben at work, but there are too many people who have known me for at least 4 years, so they're used to calling me Darren, and that just ruined everything. I'm Darren. Hopefully when I get to college I'll be Ruben. Still working on it. I don't really go by any nicknames. I mean, I had a couple throughout the past 4 years. I mean, I've had people call me Dare Bear, Dairy Boo, stuff like that. Just really, cutesy, if somewhat awkward nicknames. And one that really stuck to me, as you may have been able to tell from my channel name, is Dr. C. And that one came when I was in middle school. I think it was my 8th grade year. I played academic games when I was in middle school. Feel free to judge. I'm a total nerd. Yes, I know. And we were in a practice one time, and there's a part in the propaganda game that I'm supposed to initial after doing something, or I don't even remember how the game worked. But, I put my initials. I usually always put DRC because I like putting my full name on things. So I would put DRC, and I passed it over to my friend Trey. And my friend Trey's reading it, and he's like, your initials spelled Dr. C. And he made this huge joke out of it for the rest of the year. He's like, Dr. C to the OR, and it's a whole mess of things like that. And, I didn't hate it. But, it just got kind of annoying. And, after 8th grade, I was like, it's not that terrible, actually. And it just kind of stuck with me after that. And, no one calls me that now, but it's just a little reminder of the best year of my life, second best year of my life, which was 8th grade. As for the For Prez part of my username, that also has Trey Berthelot written all over it, because when I was in 6th grade, I did not, everybody had a MySpace except for me, right? It's funny because MySpace is dead now. But yeah, I was like one of the only kids who didn't have a MySpace because like my dad was like so paranoid about like me like just being on the internet and just like exposing myself to like the entire world and stuff like that. So I never had a chance to get a MySpace. On top of that, I didn't have an email address. So I was talking to my friend Trey one time. He's like, you know what? You need to get a MySpace page. And I'm like, okay, I don't know how I feel about that, but I'll go for it. And he says like, all right, I'll make up an email for you and whatever, and I'll make your MySpace page for you. So he gets all of it done, and he gives me the information for the page, and he's like, just so you know, your screen name is Darren for Prez. It's like Darren number 4 Prez. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So after that, I just started saying Darren for Prez all the time, like if I ever like said something that made a little too much sense. And it just became a running gag for the rest of the year. But yeah, so that screen name down there has Troy Berthelot written all over it. He was one of my best friends in middle school, and he is responsible for both parts of that username. And for that, I thank you, Mr. Berthelot. So I just graduated from a place called Haynes Academy for Advanced Studies. Yes, it sounds very prestigious. It's the crappiest public school as far as campus quality and equipment. We are so underfunded, it's disgusting. But as far as academically, it's one of the best schools ever. It's #1 in Louisiana, actually. And, you know, it's pretty cool. Like, when people ask me, oh, where did you graduate from? I'm like, Haynes Academy. Like, oh, that place on Metairie Road. And I'm like, yeah. And it's kind of cool to see how people react when I tell them I'm a Haynes kid. More than that, I'm a Haynes graduate. So it's kind of cool to see people's reactions. I am not going to tell you where I'm going to school because I don't need stalkers. I'm also not going to tell you where I live, other than I live in a city about 45 minutes out of New Orleans. So, you know, we go to New Orleans every now and then, so we have a little fun and, you know, just cruise around downtown. I never go to Bourbon Street. Never. I only go during the day, and that's when everything's like somewhat decent, and I would never dare go there at night because I am a little too squeamish for that, and I don't feel like being surrounded by puke and piss. As a lot of you already know, I speak 2 languages, English and Spanish. I am currently trying to learn Italian, as you may have seen from my Mambo Italiano video, and I'm actually taking a course for it at the college that I'm going to, whose name I'm not going to mention because I said I didn't want stalkers. I used to speak a little bit of French, but I stopped for a while and I lost a lot of it because one day I woke up and I realized, why would I ever want to speak the language of the French? And just so you guys know, I don't actually hate the French. I don't really feel anything towards the French. I just joke about it a lot. It's an inside joke between me and my friend Gabriel Rodriguez. We both used to just joke around a lot about how much we hate the French, even though we really don't. We are not racists, I promise. You guys already know a little bit about my hobbies. I like to make videos. I like to sing. I like to act. I used to love being in theater. I play trombone. I do everything short of drawing. I can't draw for crap. I like drawing. I just suck at it. My favorite color is blue, and my favorite animal is a spider monkey. Yes, I said it, a spider monkey. Because, check it out. It has, it doesn't have legs. It has 4 arms. Because it can use its legs as arms, and I think that's pretty badass. Also, it has a tail that can actually be used as a 5th arm when it's swinging through trees. I would want to be a spider monkey. I would love to be a spider monkey. My favorite show, hands down, Franklin and Bash. Best show ever. I love Breckin Meyer. He's like one of the coolest people I've ever seen on TV. My favorite song, as of right now, would either have to be Radioactive by Imagine Dragons, which I covered Last Friday, or Savior by Rise Against. Those are just two songs that I absolutely love. My absolute number one favorite food of all time is buffalo wings. Seriously guys, if you ever see me like turn down buffalo wings or like buffalo pizza rolls, like that buffalo wing pizza that they have at CC's, that is your cue to ask me, Ruben, what is wrong? What did they do to you? Tell me everything. If I am hungry and there is a plate of buffalo wings just like sitting on a table there waiting for me, and the only thing standing in between me and said plate is a small child, I will, with no remorse, grab that small child, throw him against the wall, and have at the plate of buffalo wings. Like, John Cena could be standing in front of me, and I would probably just like pick him up, throw him aside, and like put him in a headlock while eating buffalo wings. Buffalo wings are like Popeye's spinach to me. Not really. I'm exaggerating completely, but you guys get the idea. I love buffalo wings. So that's pretty much everything you need to know about me for now. Hope you guys liked the video. I had a pretty good time filming it. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel if you're new, comment. I want to know more about you guys. Like, tell me some fun facts about you. I'm interested. Favorite the video, share it with everybody you know. Unless they're trying to figure out where I live, because I'm sure I've let it slip sometime in the videos that I've made prior that hints as to where I live. So yeah, just try to avoid those people. That's just about it, guys. New videos every Tuesday and Friday, and I will see you guys on my cover later this week. Bye.
If you wanna know, here it goes. Gonna tell you this about a few shows. Super close, gonna let you see.